There comes a moment in everyone's life when they feel like giving up, when the weight of failure feels unbearable, when the dream they've chased for so long feels out of reach, when every attempt, every effort, every step forward seems to end in defeat. And at that moment, they have a choice: walk away forever or try one more time. This is a story about those who chose that one more try and changed their lives forever. In the 1970s, a young man had an idea. He believed he could build something that would change the world, but nobody believed in him. Investor after investor told him it will never work. He was rejected 12 times. 12 times he could have said, maybe they're right, maybe I should quit. But he didn't. On his 13th attempt, he found someone who believed in his vision. That young man was Steve Jobs, and that idea became Apple. Imagine if he had stopped at 12. Imagine if he had given up right before his breakthrough. How close are you right now? How many times have you tried only to think, maybe I should stop? What if just one more try is all you need? Derek Redmond was a world-class sprinter. In the 1992 Olympics, he had one dream: to win the gold medal. But in the middle of his race, disaster struck. His hamstring tore, pain shot through his body, and he collapsed. His Olympic dream was over. The doctors rushed in, the crowd fell silent, but then something incredible happened. Derek got up, one step, then another and another. Tears streamed down his face. His leg was barely holding him up, but he refused to stop. The stadium erupted. People rose to their feet, cheering, not because he had won, but because he had refused to quit. And just before he collapsed again, his father ran onto the track, held him up, and together they crossed the finish line. Derek Redmond didn't win a gold medal that day, but he won something greater: respect, admiration, and a legacy of never giving up. You see, sometimes success isn't about coming first, it's about finishing the race no matter what. So what's stopping you? Pain, rejection, fear? You have two choices: give up now or take one more step. J.K. Rowling was at her lowest point. She was a single mother, broke, struggling to survive, and all she had was a story. She believed in it. She poured her soul into it, but the world didn't care. 12 publishers rejected her book. 12 times she could have given up. She could have thrown her manuscript away, taken a different path, and we would have never known the magic of Harry Potter, but she didn't stop. And on her 13th submission, a small publishing house took a chance on her. That book went on to sell over 500 million copies and inspire generations. Now think about your dream. What if you're at number 12? What if your next attempt is the one that changes everything? Would you still quit now? Success is like a rocket launch. The first few seconds require the most fuel, the most energy, the most effort. And just before breaking through, that's when it's hardest. That's when most people give up. But if they had just held on for a little longer, if they had pushed just one more time, they would have broken through. And once you break through, everything changes. The momentum shifts, the struggle turns into success. And the people who doubted you, they start asking how you did it, but the secret is simple: you didn't quit. Right now, you might feel like giving up. You might feel like you've tried everything and nothing is working. But what if I told you, you are closer than you think? That one more try is all it takes. One more push, one more late night, one more attempt, and everything you've ever wanted, everything you've dreamed of, could be right there waiting for you. So don't stop now. Don't let frustration steal your future. You owe it to yourself to see how the story ends. You owe it to yourself to try one more time. If this message spoke to you, if you've ever felt like giving up, then let this be your sign. Keep going. And if you need more motivation, more inspiration, more fuel for your journey, then subscribe to this channel. Because here we don't quit. Here we rise.